Hey, I'm James from Fitting Electrical.
And I'm Wayne from A1 Electrical Services.
And this is the Top Electricians podcast.
In tonight's episode, we're going to be chatting about pricing because we both have different ways of doing it. So we thought we'd share that with you. We are also going to be sharing a few top tips and our favourite tools at the moment. And, you know, just a general update of what we've been up to in the last weeks since the last episode.
Yeah, I like it. Can't wait to get into the pricing. So you've got to hit it right, haven't you, Wade? You've got to be charging the right prices, haven't you? So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be too high, but you don't want to be too low either because, you know, your business has got to make a steady profit. Otherwise, you go nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So before we get onto stuff like that, I've just got a nice shout out to Asim. So he's a lad that's follows both of us. He's also on Insta. He follows on Insta and YouTube. And he let me know the other day that he's got an apprenticeship, so well done to him.
Oh, well done,
also, his college is also paying for him to do the EV course, which is pretty awesome.
Well, that's a nice bonus, isn't it?
I know. I think how much it cost for you?
Oh, I can't remember now.
It's pretty penny, isn't it? It's a few hundred quid.
Yeah, it's a three and a half, I think, something like that. You know, 350, about 350, 400 quid, something like that.
I know, it's mental, really. I think we'll start it with I've got an Australia here. Oh, there we go.
Hey, that's the hammer, mate.
Oh,
coffee.
I like it.
Coffee.
Like it, dude. So then, should we go on to tool of the month then? What's wowed your socks? What's your favourite thing that you've been using this month then?
This month I bought it's going to sound a bit boring, but a heat gun. It's a portable heat gun. I seen Nick Buddy have it in one of his videos on YouTube. It's battery powered, handheld, basically like a big pen, USB charge, and you know, for heat shrink on cables and things is ideal, and it fits in your tool bag. It's basically like having a volt stick, and it's really good. So yeah, that's my tool of the month. Like I said, it's a bit boring. It's not really flash, but yeah, it's really, really handy.
I like it.
It's only like 30 quid. I think it's called I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Uniox handheld heat gun, but yeah, it's really cool.
Let's put a link in the description.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it. I saw you. Have you started using ferrules? I saw you using a little ferrule.
Yeah. I've been using them a while now, but I was using a cheap set off Amazon, and I just thought I'd treat myself to the Nipex one. You know, it's a bit pricey, but it just looks cool. I'm a sucker for tools. Yeah,
I know. No, I need to get myself a decent crimper. Yeah, the current one, you use like the crimps you get from the wholesalers, you know, with the lugs. And you'll crimp a bit of, you know, like a little tail, you know, for your back boxes and bits like that. Or you know, when you're doing Harvard glands and stuff like that, and it always comes off. So I'm like, no, you have to crimp it again, or use different. Yeah, it's annoying. So, yeah.
I've had Nick taken out of me no end over buying those Nipex ones because everyone's just saying, they're a waste of money. You know, you hardly ever use them, but it's what it is, isn't it?
You're trying to use them now. You do like excessive. Every light switch, you like put a little ferrule on and that.
Yeah, I use them today, and I every time I use them, I make sure I take a photo just to prove that I do use them.
Just get your money's worth.
Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, have you started doing bits for Nipex then?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't want to slate anyone online or anything, but they kind of said yes, and they give me a couple of tools to try and whatnot, but I haven't heard anything since. So originally I was supposed to be having a free tool every month.
Yeah.
I had one for April, one for May. No, March and April, but I've not heard anything since. So don't really know. If I'm honest.
And sometimes they just end up dropping you, don't they? Or not getting in touch with something. It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, it is what it is, mate. You know.
Oh no, I had a guy. You know, on the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, they messaged on one of my TikTok videos saying, "Get in touch. We'll do something together," kind of thing. I was like, "Oh, that sounds sick." So I went to message him, but I didn't follow him on TikTok. So followed him, sent him a message saying, "What do you want to like? What would you like want to get up to?" And that they didn't reply. So I was like, "Oh no." Would have been nice that on you know on the tools doing like
that's a big platform, man. Is.
Yeah, it would have been cool that. So tool of the month for me then. What have I been doing? I've So CK have been awesome. So CK have done like a similar thing with you know what I mean, like I said with Nipex. So he just says just let me know if you need any tools and we'll send stuff out. You know what I mean, and just give an honest review on it. And that's all they want.
I want all your tools.
yeah. I want this, but yeah, but I use CK anyway, which is pretty cool. So I was and I actually met this lad called Sean at CK. I met him at the Elect show in Harrogate. So it's like a trade expo thing. So yeah, it was quite nice to meet the guy of Instagram. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, in fact, he's from Wales. I was like, no way. I was like, do you know Wayne?
How did you find Alex? Just out of interest.
He actually invited me down. So
nice.
They've got shows across the country. I've seen a few people go to like the London ones, but they said that the London ones weren't as good, like as far as stalls. But yeah, the Harrogate one had loads in. In fact, there's a lad there called Andy Cam. He's like a plumber TikTok guy. He's got his own talk show and stuff like that. And I was at a Black Ladder. Yeah. I call it Black Ladder. They weren't impressed. It's Black Ladder or whatever. I don't do German. Anyway, so I was there and I just going, oh, they're good these. I bought a pair of these and they're quite good. He goes, go on, get your kit off. So I'm there in I didn't think I'd be taking my trousers off, you know what I mean, in the middle of an expo. So I'm flipping it. But obviously I'm trying to get stuff at YouTube channel. I'm going, flipping it, I'm in my underpants, you know. So no, Andy Cam getting my kit off.
I'm going to the Welsh one now this week.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I might get a bit of footage of that. Seems
yeah.
good.
I'll be good to see the difference. But yeah, going back to Sean then, you know what I mean, I'll have to put you in touch. Great, he's a nice lad. Yeah, just right down to earth. Cool. Yeah. He had like a little goodie bag, and I've got like I'm still in my work stuff. Check this out. You'll like this. This goes in my little zip pocket. Look at this.
Oh.
It's super bright. I was gonna get a uni light when I was there, but they were like 200 quid or something. And, you know, I didn't want to.
I
was like, but then John gave me this. I was like, sound. So if I'm doing a fuse bar this tomorrow, I'm gonna get somewhere. I'll just clip it on me like this, and I'll be like, it's working away. Yeah. I quite like it. It's like USB-C as well. So I need to put it in front of my face, otherwise you can't see. But yeah, it's just USB-C. So I've got like a few of those in car. Charge it while I'm going along. It just stays in my little top pocket here. There we go. I love it. So yeah, going back to tool them. My favourite, the CK snips then. So they do a few. I don't know why they got 1, 2, and 3. They got like 1 which is like the cutter action, 2 which is like the cutter action and the holes, and then 3 is like they've got like where you snip or bring it together, like the inside of the handle. You can like bend over cables and crimp stuff. So
right.
That's what I use. Yeah, it's brilliant. So like if you do have to bend stuff over, you just kind of press it on, give it a 90, and then just kind of close it around it, kind of just pinches it and bends it over. Yeah, so it's quite good. Yeah, I've used them like since I've since I've started really. They do like 2 sizes. They got like I can't remember the smaller size, but they do like a mini one that just fits in your hand, and they do like a 180, which is like this big, and it's just a base. You can just chop bigger cables, get your socket screws in, and just chop your socket screws down, stuff like that. Yeah, they're really handy. What do you use then for chopping bits?
For cutting cables?
Yeah, or chopping screws down and.
Depends what tool bag I got, mate. I got so many now in the minute. So like,
your vape, spinning your bag round. It was. Oh, that was funny.
I got like a little grab bag, so I got in there. I've got just a Nipex side cutters, which is like the small set. Are they like a 160, I think?
Right. Yeah.
And then I've got the Nipex American style pliers, so they've got a cutter on there for the screws, but it's also like a long nose plier, cable stripper. You can cut 25mm tails with them as well. They're really good. In my main bag, then I've got like the 160, I think, snips.
Yeah.
Wire cutter, side cutters. But I've also got the 5-in-1 installation pliers. Then
I've got those.
Yeah, I've got a set of them, and then in my other bag, I've got another set of 5-in-1s and a different set of side cutter. I've basically got every side cutter they do, and I've just got a different one in each bag. And then I've also got I made that one that was the smoky one. That's my SWA now. So I've got like, have you seen the Nipex cold bolt cutters? They'll cut screws.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah.
Screws, yeah, I've got a set of them in there.
They're only like this big though, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's the bolt cutters, isn't it? I want to get.
Yeah, but they'll cut like 4-inch screws. You know, they're crazy strong.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else. I got a few other bits in there as well.
You got too much money, mate. Them 5-in-1, they're about 80 quid a pair, aren't they?
Yeah, I got the American ones. I was gifted them off Nipex, but the other ones are bought myself. I just love them, mate. They're easy. Like I've got one bag that's just set up for fuse boards. So I got a set in there. You know, you can cut tails with it. You can strip cables. You can bend the ends over.
That's funny. I've got a bag that just everything's just rammed in it, but it's all neat, it's all neatly put. Like you got like on one side got all your cutters, level, file. You know what I mean? Grips. Two pairs. You have to have 2 pairs of grips, don't you?
Yeah.
It's got everything you need, and then in back, because I've got the Vito pack. You like flap it back, and then you got like your hammer in there and your little junior hacksaw. I don't even have a proper big hacksaw. So if I'm cutting out bigger than junior, I'll just use the rip saw. I was like, you know what I mean? Press button, just slice it through it like butter. That's what you want, really.
Yeah, I might do a tool one day of my different bags, because someone did ask the other day when I done a little like reel of all my bags in my van, and someone said, "Oh, what's inside them?" So I might do. I don't know. We'll see.
Can't wait to see that, mate. So what have I been up to then? So I have been doing a job in Sheffield. So I'm just taking me. There we go. Right then. Don't mind me. Right, here we go. Here's what I've been up to. So if you have a look at this little bad boy, don't know if you can see, but I've been on this job. So it's a job in Sheffield. I was screen grabbed it off TikTok. If you have a look at this, we've been putting these 1200 by 600 fittings in and dangling in. So I've got like a little conduit box here with a it's got no outlets. It's just a circle. So then I've got a conduit lid, compression gland, and then a black flex going to its driver. So it's nice and neat. But yeah, nice job that. So I've been on that mostly this few weeks since last we filmed. Because this is episode 3. We're rattling through now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, mate. Yeah, we had a bit of a delay, didn't we, after the first one, but we're in momentum now. So
we've got like an opening night, but they're having like a smart tux do with champagne and all sorts.
Nice.
They're inviting all the trades down, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. So it's gonna be like a community group kind of thing, but a bit more modern, so they can kind of help people in the community. They've got like a shop in town for like I think you pay like £2.50, and you can have like up to 6 or 8 items. So like for like poor, sounds awful, for poor people, for people who are struggling and that. And because a lot of the times they'll get like food bags, but then it goes to waste because they might not like what they get given. But they just get like they'll put the name down, pay like £2.50. Now it's like 6 items or something, so they'll just pick what they want, which is a lot better. That's pretty cool. So they've got that going on. They've got like a few bands that go into schools and talk about good stuff in life and getting the best out of life. So yeah, it's just really good stuff they're doing. A little charity called The Message. It's a little plug for them. But yeah, so I've just been winding up that building and trying to modernise it a bit and make it look pretty cool. So how about you then, Wayne? What have you been doing?
Nothing quite as rewarding as what you're doing, mate. Just a box standard. I've done just rewire after rewire, basically. That's what I seem to be doing. And the last one I just finished last week was a full surface one. I didn't really enjoy, but it's done now. We just done a job at the local equestrian centre. So
nice.
like a horse riding school. They've asked me to start doing work for them now. It's like a newish, it's not a contract as such, but they want me to take over the maintenance and stuff. So we just upgraded. I think we've done about 15 lights today, all changed to LED and whatnot. So, and they want more done now. So that's a bit of an ongoing project then as such.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
Yeah, but nothing out of this world, it's just the usual stuff. A few hive systems going in. Just the bog standard stuff, really, mate, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I like it. So how much are you charging for these? Have you just given them like a labour and materials thing for this?
I'm charging thousands.
Good, mate. That's
No. I just do labour and material, mate. I just basically work it out as I see fit. I don't really have a pricing structure. I just go look at a job, and from experience how long things take, don't you?
Yeah.
Roughly. Yeah. And then I just work out how many hours I think it's going to be, and then that plus materials, really.
Yeah. We'll have to come on to pricing a bit later and get into some more depth of that. I think next thing, what we're on to top tips then. So the apprentices out there have been asking for us to come up with some top tips then. So I'll let you kick this one off.
Top tip. Today I was putting in some roofing bolts, sold some fittings up, and I didn't have any socket heads for my impact driver or anything like that. So a little top tip: if you get stuck in that situation, use your combi drill, open the chuck, and then you can actually slot the end of the roofing nut in there and tighten your chuck up on it, and it'll grip it nice, and you can just drive it home then. So yeah, it's a little top tip.
I like it. I'll have to use that one. I saw something cool on Instagram. So it was a lad called Bristol Sparky. So if you want to give him a follow. So basically he used a dade. So a dade is basically like a big plastic tray that fits around you, like a circle that fits around your drill. And you can put hole saws in it, and it's used for hole saws. So when you're cutting out downlights, you put your hole saw in, put it in your drill, get it up to the ceiling, and then it kind of cups onto the ceiling. So when you drill your downlight hole, it kind of catches all that dust, so it doesn't kind of get everywhere. But it's got quite a big opening for the hole saw. So what Bristol Sparky, what I saw, I don't know if he's got it somewhere else, but basically he got his dade and shoved loads of tissue in, but he used it for drilling like through for like wood on the ceiling. So amount of time just to drill out, I don't know, if like some cables come through for a pendant or something, and you hit a bit of wood and you've got like plaster dust in your eyes and wood and it's going all over. But yeah, I thought that was a good idea, that just to get your dade, get a bit of tissue in there, get your holes, get your wood bit through, and then just hold it up to the ceiling and fire it through. No mess. I thought that was genius. So I'm going to use that one. I haven't tried it out yet, but yeah, a little credit to him there. I like it. So then, I think we'll go on to the pricing then. So, do you want me to kick off for you then? What do you think?
Yeah, go on then, mate, because yours is very different to mine, so I want to know how you do it.
Yeah, so me and Wayne have got different ways of pricing. So I use a pricing matrix. So I've got like I'll show you. Here we go. So, in fact, before I show you, all I do, so I quote remotely. I don't go out to jobs. So customer rings up. I've got like a lady in the office which basically just takes like full name, address, email, contact number, sets it up in like a quoting system, just so it can be processed a bit easier. Then emails back and forth are recorded in like a diary, so you know exactly what's going on from like the start to finish. So after that, obviously customers explain what they want. So if it's any installation works, so with electrics, as you know, when it's either installation, replacement, or removal in it. That's all there is. So it's dead simple for customers to understand, really. So either having something new, you're getting rid of something, or you're replacing something like a socket front or anything like that. So all we do is ask for 3 pictures. So a picture of the fuse board. So all we'll do is send them some example pictures and ask them to take 3 pictures in the house. So here's a little example here. So we'll send them these 3 pictures. Say, right, we just need a picture of your fuse board like this, and they'll send that over. We need a picture of your water stop tap. There should be like a green and yellow cable there, and then they'll send that. And then we just need a picture of your gas meter. There should be well, you can't see on this picture because it's kind of zoomed in a bit, but you should see a green yellow cable attached just after your gas pipe within 600 mil. Like, all right, we'll send you that. So as soon as that comes over, we then check the distribution. So obviously we're checking for, because when you install stuff, you have to have RCD protection. You need like 10 mil like bonding cables to your gas and water, and that's what we're checking for. And then from there, lady in office will basically just come onto here. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but over here you've got, is this back to front to you? Because it's back to front for me.
No, it's the right way for me.
Right, so you can see it for you. So basically, this is your distribution. So you've got your price here. I'm trying to see what it says. But yes, it's on like 450 for a dual RCD, or RTBO board. It's like 750, something like that. And then you get your bondings at like 70 or 75 a piece here. And I haven't done quite for that long. I've got me on prices, but, but yeah. So that's all we'll do. So if they haven't got that and they need it to install something, then she just basically selects one of these and tells them the option. And if you look here, what's at the top here? Does it say lighting? I can't even see.
Yeah, lighting. You've got one gang light switch, white plastic.
There we go. Yeah, so we basically, she'll then go through the list. So say they want a one gang switch installing, and this is for 6 items or more. So this is what I've brought up here is basically like the rewire one, where it's for 6 items or more. So if you want a one gang switch, it's basically 55 quid a point. You got like 40 minutes first fix, and I think it was 15 minutes second fix, something like that. So the lady in the office can basically just go through, add up the quantities from what the customers asked for, and then she'll then bring that into that kind of CRM software and kind of break it down per room. So say like a lounge, 3 sockets, a switch and a light. She'll write lounge as like a divider, and then under that it'll say double socket 55. You know what I mean? One gang light switch 55. Light pendant 55, and then she'll go on to the next room, and then basically it'll pop out with the price at the end of it, and then obviously customer from there can get quotes basically instantly after they've sent over those 3 pictures. So it's dead easy to work from. So that's kind of how we quote. So obviously once customers happy with that, we'll get a 50% deposit taken off them. We'll get them booked in, and then we basically do the job. And then basically we'll invoice them again, get the rest of the 50%, give them whatever certificate, and then we're done. So that's kind of our process from start to finish on quoting. So that's kind of how we run. How about you, Wayne?
How do you find that works for you though? Does it work well? Really
well. I ain't gone out to quote for for about 3-4 years now.
That's incredible.
I don't. Yeah, she does the quotes. I don't do the quotes anymore. She just basically looks at 3 pictures and either passes it to me or another engineer just to check the distribution, like the technical side of it, and we'll say it's okay or not, and then from there she just does the rest. Nice and easy.
Wow. So then, say if someone wanted a rewire and they say, "Look, I want 10 light switches, 20 double sockets, yada yada yada." Do you then meet the client once they've accepted 4 positions and things?
So yeah, we'll take 50% deposit, book them in, and then always say for like something like a rewire, we'll say right, we'll need to be with you for like the first hour just to mark out positions, get everything agreed, and then you can go on holiday or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah. When they're doing rewires, I always recommend the customer doesn't live there, or they go stay at mates or whatever, just because it's not a nice environment to be in when it's quite dusty. Yeah, so that's how we do. We for any job really, we say you need to be there for the first hour or first half an hour, or if you mark out where you want your bits, and then we'll just do it if you're not that fussed. But if you know what I mean, generally we like to agree positions, do it, and then take them round after, make sure they're happy, and then get it signed off and invoice done. So,
yeah. Nice
and easy.
Yeah, talking about that, mate. The last rewire I just done was an occupied one, and I'm never doing it again. If they want to live in it, the price is being doubled. Serious, I'm not doing it again. It was hard work. I'm done, and I forgot how hard it was.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? It's awful.
Yeah, trying to keep the power on for people and things, you know. So like you rip out the upstairs sockets, and then you've got to try and get it back on the same day, and it's hard work.
No, it's not worth it. You might as well not do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically, mate. And put it back, and never again. Right.
We're back. We're back.
We are back.
There was a right delay on that, and then like I could hear myself.
Yeah, I was so confused. I didn't know where to look, and I could hear all these different voices.
I don't know. I think we should keep that in. But yeah, here we go. Follow the UK Sparks, and was it Alexander Sparky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really chatted with him. I'll have to see how he's doing.
Yeah, I don't really know him.
No, I'll have to. Might be new boy in town.
Might have to get someone on for a guest or something on you as well one day.
So. Yeah, that'd be fun. Next episode, halfway through, I'll have to invite him on.
Yeah, I think like Rick could be up for it, definitely. UK Spark or certain people.
He just said then he's trying to get in with N Bundy. He's got a video with him.
Is he?
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah, fair play. He's following Jack's line.
Yeah, that's it. You're guaranteed a few subscribers then, aren't you?
That's funny, that. I don't know. Right then, your pricing then. We won't edit this bit out because it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Yeah. Right then. Tell me your pricing. You've seen mine. You've seen my little pricing matrix. You got any comments on that then? Or is it too much hassle? Or what do you think?
To be honest, mate, I think it's like yours is like an easy system, isn't it? Like you said, you've got a lady in the office who it's just like shopping, isn't it? In Asda's, you just one of them, two of them, three of them, you get your total at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to say it's foolproof, but do you update that regularly then, your pricing?
Yeah, so I think before we used to be £50 a point. We jumped it to 55, which covers it does about it depends how many items they get, but you can get between £300-400 quid a day, something like that on that.
Right, okay.
Depending on how many items you get, and obviously how hard the job is, but it always covers.
Is that like the average around your area then, 300-400 quid a day? I don't know how it works,
Yeah, something like that. Maybe
because geography plays a massive part, doesn't it, in pricing and things?
Yeah. If you're down London, it's another 20% in it, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what you're kind of looking at. But with this pricing, this is for obviously 6 items or more. But then we've got the same list, but for 5 items, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it just works. So like one item, if you want a double socket, it'll end up with, I think it's like 130 quid or something, and that allows for like 2 hours labour, which is like an hour and a half to do it, half an hour testing, and then as well as sending the certificate over. You know what I mean? As well as and doing the socket. You know what I mean? Can't speak to them.
Yeah, because that's what people don't realise. You've got to pay for your, like. Are you with the NIC or you NAPIT?
NAPIT, yeah.
Yeah, like is yours the same? You've got to pay for the certificate and then pay for building control notification and. Yeah. So. Yeah, like people don't realise that, so that's all got to be added to the cost of the job, isn't it? Which it is a match on a rewire, but if you're just changing, adding an extra socket, it soon adds up, doesn't it? If you're doing 5 of them in one day and you've got 5 certificates and building control notifications, just a lot of money.
Yeah, that's if you're doing loads of work in bathrooms and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're a bit more strict in Wales as well with
Really?
notification. Yeah, you've got to you don't have to notify like an outside socket or an outside light, do you, or something like that?
No. So it's literally like special locate, like a bathroom, and a fuse board. Really, that's about it.
No, we got anything outside. We got to do anything in the bathroom, anything in the kitchen. Smoke alarm. Yeah, it's getting to the stage in Wales. It's pretty much everything.
Really,
not far off.
Well, NAPIT, you can produce like on everything. Your certificates, you have to, if you don't. So I've got fast tests. You don't pay for the certificate, the master certificate. But if I didn't have that, it'd be like, I think it's like a few quid a cert as well. So you'd be paying that and the notification as well.
Like I do with it.
I don't know what NIC is like. Do you pay for the master certificate and the building? Well, obviously the building control.
Yeah, it's like 3 quid for the certificate, I think, and then like 6 quid for building notification, is it, or something? I can't remember, mate, if I'm honest.
Yeah, obviously it comes off price of the job, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But people looking at prices, thinking, that's a bit expensive. But by the time you add all those little factors in, it's not all going in your pocket, is it? That's what people don't realise.
No. So then, how do you do your kind of pricing? So obviously, this pricing is just very basic, as far as this is what we charge. But obviously, there's reasons why we charge this, and we're both going to do a little video, aren't we, of how we like like the outgoings. Basically, you got every business got overheads. So probably electrical business got the most overheads really. If you're going to pay for like the electrical equipment and stuff like that, and it dies every 5 years, so you got to spend, you know what I mean, 1,500 quid every 5 years, and then you got your insurance every year and all that. So it's
yeah, I think it is one of the most expensive trades because you've got like your registration as well. Your tester's got to be calibrated, you know, certain insurances and whatnot. Regs changes, like the amendments now. You've had to buy new books, you know, updates. You know, if you want to do a course or whatnot, I do think it is one of the most expensive trades to be in, but it's probably one of the best.
I know, it's clean. It's nice and clean, isn't it? I wouldn't fancy like outside carrying bricks and mortar, and we don't want to do that, do we? We want to be inside with his millbox coat, with the batch in the pocket, with a nice heated jacket on.
Yeah. all I want to do, mate, is fuse board changes for the rest of my days. I'll be well happy with that.
Yeah. How do you like them?
I love a fuse board change. It's just one place. Take your time, do it nice and neat, and I just love them.
Well, tell me that then. So we'll start there then. So fuse board changeover. What are you charging? How long does it take you?
I always allow a day. So like if like my fixed price, I allow a day because obviously you're testing and whatnot. So I just work it out as a day's labour, plus materials. So I don't fit dual RCD boards anymore. I stopped doing them about a year ago. So if you want a board change by me, you either have full RCBO with surge protection or you don't have me end of. Not that I'm snobby or anything. I just think it's the way forward, and I just think it's a better job. So what am I charging? About 550 to 600 quid.
Right. What labour?
No, all in.
What are you putting in?
At the moment, No. Hager, you couldn't do a Hager board for that.
You buy 350 just for that, just for material.
Yeah. I do in Verso. I think I was using fuse box, but I've swapped over to Verso because they're just a better built board, and they got like all the testing on this stuff is just that little bit higher, so there's a better quality control. So Verso. At the moment, I think are the best boards on the market, and they're pretty competitively priced as well. So for, say, a 10-way RCBO board with surge, I'm paying around 200 quid, which isn't bad. So on a board change, what am I making there? 350 quid. That'll cover my day. Yeah,
that's good then, yeah.
And, sometimes you do them quicker, don't you, Like I said, I allow a day, but
so when you
realistically, you could get a board done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then, a couple of hours testing, you could be done by lunchtime. You could fit another job in then as well if you wanted. So.
Yeah. So what so when you do your fuse board changeover, so obviously you have to test the full property, and then you take ownership of that installation, and so obviously any issues are going to be fixed. Do you charge the customer on top of that? So like some Sparkies, they'll do a fuse board changeover, and then they'll find stuff wrong with it that'll need amended. You know what I mean? You're signing it off. Do you then just price on top of that, or do you just fix it if it's like a little job?
So it depends on what it is, mate. Like, what do you mean they find something wrong? Like a fault, or like sleeving, or?
Yeah, it could be fault, or it could be like, I don't know, some cables run outside the house that are in wrong cable or something, or you see like a twin earth go underground or something for a shed supply or something, or, you know what I mean?
I charge extra for that. I'd say, look, that needs looking at. I just book it in as a separate job then. So I say, look, I can't certify it until that's sorted.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost you extra. It's either that or disconnect it and then sign the job off. Little things, if you find like loose connections or there's no indicator sleeving on switch wires, I'll do that. But a lot of people I know as well, they do a fully ICR before they do a board change. Like I don't do that.
waste of money, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't do that. You know,
When,
I'm one of them. You know, I'll just do the board change, do my rings, and insulation, and go in. You know, IR test, and then just turn it all on. You know, you're gonna find your fault as you're testing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's cheaper to not do that, isn't it? So obviously,
Yeah.
obviously you're charging someone like 180 quid a test or something, and you're going to be testing it all, and then when you replace the fuse board, you've got to test it again. You can't use the same results.
Exactly.
Yeah. I bet those people do, but you know what I mean. You're supposed to retest everything, aren't you? Which is a bit dodgy. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you basically got your what were your 550 were you board change?
Yeah, 550. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so
it depends. You know, it depends. Some people I'll charge 6. You know, sometimes I'll have a little inkling. You know, of what other people have charged. Like I had a guy come to me and someone said that he needed his board done, and they said it was £3,000.
Wow. So you're like, I'll do it for 2.
Well, he said, is that right? I said, I tell you what, mate, I'll do it for 2.5. And, you know, and then I laughed. He said, no, what is it? I said, you're looking about 600 quid for a full RCPO SBD. And he was well happy with that.
Yeah, I bet.
You know, yeah, but average, you're talking 550 to 600 quid.
Yeah. That's all right, then, isn't it?
Yes. You know, I don't make mega money, but I do okay, you know, but my cost of living may be a bit lower than yours. I don't know. I'm in South Wales at the end of the day. My house cost me 63 grand. Do you know what I mean?
That's very good.
Yeah, it's all geography, isn't it? You know, my mortgage is 290 quid a month.
That's really good, isn't it? You're laughing,
yeah. You earn as much as other people in other areas.
I bet all rest goes on beer money, doesn't it?
Tools, you know.
Tools, yeah. That's why you can afford all your tools.
Yeah.
That's great. So I keep asking you questions about the price. Do you want to tell us about the price?
As pricing, I am very old school. So someone will ring me up and they'll say, can you come and quote a job for me? So I'll say, what is it you need? We want, I don't know, some extra sockets in the bedroom, for instance. Well, I'll take you through one I just quoted on Saturday. Yeah. We want some extra some sockets raised in the bedroom. So I was like, right, okay, I'll come Saturday morning, we'll go through it. I go to the job, I don't even use an iPad, pen and paper, proper old school. What is it you need, Mrs. Jones, for instance? And then she'll say, like she said, all of our sockets we've raised at now kitchen level height in the bedroom. She said, I've got dodgy hips and I can't reach up. So I just look, how long do I think it's going to take me? What materials I'm going to need, and just kind of tot it up in my head. And then I always say, I'll get back to you with a quote within 24 hours. So when I go home, double check that, you know, I always give myself a little bit of extra time. So like that job, I quoted 4 hours for plus materials. So it's literally raising 2 sockets up. So I'm going to have to pull the floorboards back.
Yeah.
Junction box a ring, and then, you know, extend the ring up. And then she wants an extra socket. So 4 hours, I thought, but a couple of quid materials, and that's just how I do it.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that lines up with what we'd charge. You say what does she have all distribution all in and all that?
Yeah.
So we charge 3 installations because you'll have 2 disconnections and then 2 installations. If you get me,
right?
Moving it, and then 1 extra installation basically. So we'd have 3 at 55 plus 2 disconnections at 20 each. So we'd be 205 plus that, something like that.
Right.
So 246 including that. We'd be at with that with something like that. We're interested to see what, you know what I mean. How it kind of.
I'm just checking what mine is now, mate. 170 quid mine is.
Yeah. So what plus that?
I'm not VAT registered, so.
Hey, that flipping it. So I'm already 20% more expensive there.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we'd be 205. So we're not too far off, are we? Really?
No, that's it, mate. Like the way I worked it out, 4 hours labour. Like I charge 30 quid an hour. That's 120, and then 50 quid on materials. By the time you get some Wago boxes, Wagos, you know, you're going to need 2 for each socket, aren't you, for the ring? That's 4 Wago boxes, 4 sets of Wagos, bit of cable, bit of capping, and then, you know, back boxes and whatnot. Because at the moment, hers are on surface mattresses, but she wants them chased in as well. So
What do you think about well, so yeah. So it does work, doesn't it, with something like that, then, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
What I did, I sat down one day and worked out everything, every penny it costs me to run my business.
Yeah.
I didn't work it out yearly. I worked it out to the day. So how much do I need to earn a day? I then added Leighton's wages onto that. Then what I wanted to pay myself. And then I worked out how much I needed to earn a day to cover everything.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to make a 20% profit for the business.
Yeah.
So that's the way I did it. That's how I got my hourly rate.
Yeah.
And it worked really well. I did that last year and it worked really well. I have now upped my hourly rate by an extra £5 an hour purely because, well, cost of living and things have gone up. So for me and Leighton is £40 an hour.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot my question before, but I remember now. That's why I kind of yeah. So do you not charge? So obviously for like a first hour labour, like a call out, which would be doubled, and then each hour like £30.
If it was a call out, yeah.
No, I mean so like if you had a job to get to, you think it would be 2 hours, you'd charge £60 for that job, or would you charge £60 for the first hour and then 30 on top, so it'd be £90 for that 2 hour job?
No, I just charge it 2 hours.
Would you?
Yeah.
But,
so say
if you're there for 1 hour, would you charge £30 then?
Yeah. You do it differently, do you?
Well, but so what I used to do was charge. So the first hour you're there, it's double, and then for each hour after, it's just. So if it were me, I'd be charging £60 for the first hour, and then £30 each hour after.
Right. Okay.
You travel into that 1 hour job, you might have spent £20 in fuel, so you're getting paid £10.
But I charge travelling time then, see?
Oh, right, fair enough.
So yeah, I wouldn't say I was 2 hours. What I would say is, well, it's taking me half an hour to get here, so that's £50, and then the next, use £15 back. So if I said it's taking me an hour round trip, you're paying for that hour. So kind of on the same page there, then, aren't we?
Yeah. I'm gonna say like you've been doing a job for like £10. Yeah.
It's like I've done jobs in North Wales where it's a 4 hour drive.
Charge for that. Yeah.
And I charge from when I leave the door to when I get there and finish for the day. You know what I mean?
That works well. That. But when I first set up, I did that, and a lot of people didn't like paying you to travel to work, which was weird. Because I don't have to pay for travel to work, so why should I pay you to travel to my house to then work? And people didn't like that. But then when I charged them like double for the first hour, and then each hour after, like £60 first hour, 30 for each hour after, they didn't mind paying that, which will like psychologically it was just weird. You know what I mean? It was,
yeah, I think it depends how you put it across to people.
Yeah.
I've had a few people saying, "Oh well, why am I paying you to travel?" And I'm saying, well, that hour I'm traveling back and forth your job, I could be earning £30 somewhere else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
Or £40 if Leighton's with me,
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, it's interesting how different people different.
Yeah, I'm really, really, really old school, mate. I do have an app on my phone, which is, what's it called? Easy Invoice, but I can do estimates on there as well.
Do you just type labour, materials, easy price?
Yeah, I do have to type it all out myself, but I can just put double socket £5, back box £2, it adds it all up for me at the end, and I just press send. I can do it WhatsApp, Messenger, Snapchat, email, whatever then,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, generally at pricing, I'm just old school. I go there, write down all the materials I think I'll need and work out how many hours.
Yeah.
But I do, if I think it's going to be around the 6 hour mark, I just quote a full day, because you never know what's going to happen to you.
No.
There's always something happens that slows you down.
How about commercial jobs then? Because obviously, commercial for us, it always takes twice as long as domestic basically. So we just charge double, really, per point, and that's how we kind of. It's we charge £100 a point, for running in sockets or whatever. If it was a big commercial building, if it was like a tiny office, probably domestic prices. But that's kind of how we run. So, how do you go about something like that then?
To be honest, mate, I don't do any commercial.
Right.
No, not at all, really. Can't remember the last thing I do. I do a bit of like retail, like shops and things, but
Yeah.
nothing like big commercial.
Yeah. That's nothing.
I can't remember the last time I touched three-phase. You know, it's been a while, probably 6 years. I just don't get any call for it.
No. Well, that's fair. Is it quite rural where you are? Is there no kind of industry, or
No, there's not much industry.
is it just sheep and houses?
Yeah, sheep and houses. You know, there's a lot of farms and things like that. You know, and like people living out in like country lanes, and you know, it's
the old TT systems then.
What's that? Sorry,
a lot of TT systems then, like.
Yeah, loads of TT.
Yeah. So you got some right forums for banging in the earth rods, isn't it?
Well, I just get them swapped to PME now, mate. It's easier. There is a lot of PME around you, but yeah, there's a hell of a lot of TT as well. But you know, any job I go to, I recommend swapping to PME. Yeah. But I can see it all reverting back to TT now before long. The way the regs are changing, and you know, all these different ideas are coming out. So, God knows, I might be going back to all my now and saying, take that out and let's go back to TT. But
I've always been scared of hammering a big meter copper pipe. You know, for those who don't know what it is, like for the earth rod, and just going through like the mains cable or sewage, or like the main water pipe or gas. You like, yeah. I know you can get surveys and that, but I mean, we're not made of money. We got to buy a big 10 grand machine to see what's underneath us.
Yeah, because you're going to do a rod once every 6 months.
Yeah, risk it for a biscuit, you know.
Yeah,
explode around.
I don't like doing it, mate. If I'm honest, but
no, that's why we like the EV chargers. Where you don't have to have them. That's it.
Yeah, I've only ever done one EV with a rod, and I won't do it again. You know. No. It just looks ugly as well.
Yeah, big crate, and I bet everything's just like asphalt. So you got to cut like a big stupid hole in floor.
Yes. This one wasn't too bad. It was like a farm, and it's like a B&B thing, and they wanted what are they called? Airbnbs, isn't it? They wanted to have a car point for guests to charge. So it was all like chip-ins and stuff, the drive. So it wasn't too bad, but I just hate, like, you got a nice charger on the wall, and you got a bloody earth cable down with a rod in the ground. It just looks crap.
Nice. Not good, is it? Well, we'll have to do an episode on EV charging, and glean all your information.
Have you done many EVs then, or any? Or
we've done a few, but not. It's something we're pushing into. We're also doing we're going to do solar.
I want to do that this year, yeah.
So currently, I think it's going to be upcoming. It's definitely coming with the energy prices going up. But you see a lot of these companies do it. The electricians, they're just doing the roofing themselves.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So like, I couldn't imagine me on a roof just like trying to attach something to a roof and make it, waterproof still. So what we're trying to like network with some good roofing companies. So I do like quite a bit of networking with people around Yorkshire and that, like once a week. So like I've put a thing out. Recommend me good roofers. So we're gonna find like a few good companies we can work with and just either push it together or because it's as an electrical company, it's hard to push into kind of energy. If you're me for the electrical, people wouldn't necessarily go to me for EV or PV. You know what I mean? They type in solar or PV or I'm an EV or electric vehicle charging, and I wouldn't necessarily pop up. Or it'd take me a lot of like SEO and like Google AdWords and that to push me out to that audience. So it might be worth setting up a company with like a roofing company. Just purely doing PV or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm tying with at the moment.
That's what I want to do. I want to do PV battery storage, and I'm thinking of setting up another company, A1 Electrical Services Renewables or something, or A1 Electrical. And then, all the EV can go through that, PV and battery storage and stuff. But we'll see.
It's awkward though, because when you create two companies, you have to use separate tools, separate vans, separate everything, which is really weird. I looked into this when it came into going VAT registered. I thought, I'll commit a domestic section to the business and the commercial section. You know what I mean? So like the commercial guys can get the VAT back on the materials or whatever, and the domestic guys get the savings. But yeah, literally, like for tax wise and doing it legit, yeah, basically my accountant said, oh yeah, you need a separate van. You couldn't really use the same van for both businesses, or you would, but then you'd have to like record the miles and lease it to your other company and stuff like that. It's just
right, I got you. Yeah.
it's just like a big headache, you know what I mean? It's more work than needed really. But if you could set up another company and you bought another van for that company, and that would just being used with an engineer just doing that, then it'd be quite simple really.
Yeah. It'd be an excuse to buy more tools again, though, wouldn't it?
Well, you'll be getting another 4 Vito packs and
yeah,
whatever it is. You'll be blowing smoke all over your van, won't you?
Yeah.
I like it. So that's it for this episode of the Top Electricians podcast. We want to hear from you of any ideas you got or any topics you want us to cover.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our future videos. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. So we'll see you on the next one. So take care, stay safe. Ta-da.